looks like it went on a set of keys or something. It's an 1890. It's not completely clean, but I'm able to get the date right there. So that's awesome. Markers or anything like that, but we'll clean it up later. It looks in decent shape. It's all still together. Underneath there. I'm gonna try to get it out and clean it up. It's super thin. Hey everybody, MoCo Metal Detecting. We are out at a new permission. It's known as the Shrewsbury Farm and the family that owns the property. This property hasn't been lived in since the Second World War. It's been abandoned since then is what I was told. You can see that they had electric run to it, and if you look real close you can even see the insulator at the very top still intact. So older, it's got cut block on the chimney. I do see, if you look, you can see that they've got, it was a log house covered by weatherboard. So we don't have an exact date. I'm assuming late 1800s was probably the build date. It's gonna be kind of hard to get in. Maybe down the road in the fall I can come back and mow a little closer to the house. But they just put up hay, so we're gonna hit the yard outside of it on the front over here. I'll go over this way and get an image of the front. Whenever we came in, you might be able to see them. There's two buzzards hanging in the window there, and a whole bunch of cows that are up here grazing. But there's kind of the front view, and there's another chimney over here. So we're gonna get to digging. I've got my GoPro. Miss MoCo Metal Detecting's with me. She's gonna be swinging an x-terra 505, and I'll be swinging an Equinox 600. We'll see, hopefully, if we can find anything out here in this field, and if so, we'll catch you on the first hole. Okay, so first hole, just dug right here. I'm gonna hope that the camera's at a good angle. As I said earlier, we're not really able to get right in there. I'm gonna have to mow this at some point. I wouldn't even mind to come back and do this again some weekend before school starts and come in and try to mow it. But anyway, I'm pretty sure this is a fired lead bullet, only because it's the same color as a lead bullet, and it looks like it has hit some type of a mark. It's blown out like it hit something. So that's the first find. It came up as a 13 and 14 on the Equinox 600. So not a bad find. We'll see what else we can pull out of this yard. We're gonna go over here. She's getting a 30s and 40s signal, and then sometimes it's kind of going into a 12. So I'm gonna go and see if we can try to check it out on mine and see what we get out of the hole. I'm sure it's worth digging. So we'll catch you here in a second. Okay, so I was for sure that I'd found a nail, because that's all that's in there. I don't know if you can see, but there's a whole bunch of rusty looking stuff, and then all of a sudden this guy popped out. I'm almost positive it's an Indian. Yeah, look at the back. Let's get a date, maybe. 1892. So that means there were people back here in 1892 at least. All right, MoCo Metal Woman, or Courtney's first find of the day, first actual dig, is a lid. It's pretty sturdy. Assuming it's something off of like an old jar, like an old glass jar of milk or juice. Not sure though. A little bit of rust in it. But what was the numbers on your find, do you remember? Was it 40s? 40s. So that's probably basing it more off size than anything on there. It's just like anything, the more you do it, the more you find out on your machine. It's just learning it. I'd love to get you a double decoil to get you a little better separation. There's a little calf laying in the shade of that bale over there. So, and that other cow's trying to swat the flies. Anyway, we'll catch you on the next one. Guys, I mean, like, you can't make this up. I got over here, I got a 33, 34, and I was thinking for sure it was going to be trash or something big. And then all of a sudden, this guy pops out. A 1952 Benjamin Franklin silver half. Awesome. What in the heck? How great is that?
Oh, that's so cool, honey.
And it's in really good shape. Like, all of the imbued lines are still there on the bottom and the top. What the heck? I mean, you never find a silver half. That's crazy. All right, well, anyway, there's that. We're going to keep digging. If I were to make a suggestion, we should plow the front. Just go at it. So, anyway, we'll catch you on the next hole. So, whatever I've dug is sitting right here in this plug. I think that is a shotgun head stamp. Not positive of it. It looked like a coin because of the patina. Yep. Well, it was coin shaped. We'll catch you on the next one. All right. So we're back. We had to leave for a minute. We've been getting some decent signals out here, but we're really interested in getting in there. You see the buzzards maybe. The property owner's son, who is my uncle, property owners were able to give me permission to use their weed eater, and we're gonna try to see if we can get into this. I'm gonna try to hope there ain't no snakes or anything like that, and we'll get a little bit of video of me trying to get in here and get it cleaned up. So we'll see you in a second. It ain't the full yard, but I mowed until it was out of gas. I'll come back up here at some point and get it, but in the meantime we've gained, I don't know, good bit of square footage of the yard. I figure we'll try to hit it. She can hit one side of, like, towards the house, and I'll hit this, and then we'll just kind of switch back and forth, and we'll see what we can find. And then if I still got it in me, I'll do a little bit more of the yard. I mean, not that the field didn't have anything good in it. To find a 1892 Indian and a 1952 Benjamin, I'm not complaining by any means, but I'm afraid I was going to miss out on something good in this yard, and I will be back up here and try to get everything all cleaned out. Cool looking little house. I'm going to walk over to it real quick before I take this to the car and come back out here. There's not a whole lot. You can see it was boarded up. It was a log cabin. You can see right here some of the chinking and all that stuff, and I don't know how well you can see in the dark here. I'm assuming they stored hay here for a little bit, kind of used it as a barn or something to that effect. But you can see that old door over there, and there's a staircase further inside. So it'd be cool to get inside it someday and check it out. Here's the door boarded up, and you can see these big logs. I'm assuming that were most of the frame stuff, and there's big blocks there. I'm assuming foundational or something to that effect. I'm not one to ask or consult about structural things, but it's still kind of a cool house. It's an older one. So I'm gonna take a small break, and we'll get back out here shortly. All right, everybody, taking a break from the hole I'm digging, and hopefully it'll be quiet long enough for me to do this. MoCo Metal Woman found herself a wheat scent.
I can only get it half of it clean, but I saw that on the back.
Let's see. Yeah, 1 cent. Look at you. 1952. That's the same year as the Benjamin I found. Yeah. Good job, baby. Yeah. First wheat scent. High five. All right, pulled this up and was able to knock a couple of these pieces right here off, and I think I see our target. It came up as a 20 and a 21, I think. It came out as something rifled. You can see lines right there, but I think that's a bullet. I'm almost positive, but I know that's it. I'm going to check the hole and make sure that wasn't all that was in it, and then I'm going to move on. So far, it's been a wheat penny and a bullet, but I still think it's worth it because I was able to help her find her first wheat penny, so that was awesome. You're cute. Little Miss Thing over here found herself what I believe to be a suspender clip.
You helped a lot.
She found the signal and got most of the way there, but I started digging. It came out on one of my swings, but you're the one that found the signal, so it's yours. So good job. The name of what this piece is, but I'm almost positive it's called a furrowing blade. But anyway, that's my most recent find right here, about 2-3 inches in. So, cool find. Not a coin, but a find nonetheless. Love getting the relics. Clue what I've got. Sorry about that unpleasantness. I have no idea what this is, but it's kind of a cool one. It was about 8 inches, about 8 inches under, right there. So, anyway, we're gonna keep moving. It's been a couple days, and I had to sort through all of the iron that we dumped and trash that we dumped to be able to find all the things. But we're finally ready for a wrap-up video. I'm just gonna kind of go from the top down, starting on my side. This is the intact bullet I found. Pretty sure it's from a pistol. This is the lead bullet that I think is from a rifle. It didn't show up in the video, but this is the 1892 Indian head penny. Reason, of course, that it didn't show up in the video was because of my horrible camera angle that I didn't notice from the beginning. So I'm gonna have to try to make sure and check that prior to recording next time. And then coolest find, the 1952 Benjamin Franklin half. Was really excited about that. This is the first $50 I've ever found, and I was glad that it was silver. It cleaned up really nicely, if it'll focus. What I was talking about in the video, it didn't show very well. The imbued lines, of course, they were covered in dirt whenever I first picked it up. They're at the top and bottom of the bell, and they're not as great now because the dirt's not there in them, but they looked really nice at the time. So, anyway, I'm still really happy about that. This is the furrowing blade that I found. Not sure what this is, but I'm assuming it's either some kind of a hinge or something like that. An old, I want to say like a washer or gasket, but I honestly don't know what that's to. An old bolt, 2 shotgun shells, one older than the other, I'm pretty sure. The cap to something, and I don't know what this is, but part of me, I think this is something that goes on top of a propane tank. I could be completely wrong on that, but that seems to me like what it is, kind of like it directs the propane out of the tank, but I have no idea. If you know what it is, let me know in the comments, because I'm not sure. And then my wife's find, MoCo Metal Woman, or Courtney, whichever you want to know her as, button, kind of like off of a pair of jeans. Her first really cool relic, a suspender clip, which I thought was really awesome. Some foil. Not sure what that is. I think maybe it's a bullet casing. An old rusty nail. Her very first wheat cent. And I haven't checked the year on that. Oh yeah, it is 1952. 1952. It's the same year as the $50. Her milk cap, which was one of her biggest finds, and the must-have pull tab. All in all, a pretty good hunt. Definitely found some unexpected items and some very cool first items for my wife. So we're looking forward to getting up there again soon, with the schedule being as busy as it is right now with school starting and we're in band camp for the next 2 weeks. It's just kind of hard to tell when we're going to be able to get out and record again and get out and detect again. But I will definitely be hitting that property up soon. I'm going to try to clear out more of the area around and behind the house, so that way we have more area to swing our coil over, and who knows what else we might find while we're up there. I also wanted to mention I did finally hit 400 subscribers, so I'm looking forward to doing a giveaway soon. Be sure to keep an eye out for that, as I've got some cool things I'm wanting to do in the giveaway. In the meantime, thank you for once again coming by and watching. And if you're first time here, if you liked it, please subscribe and hit the notification bell, so that way you can be updated with any new videos, and especially the upcoming giveaway video. As always, thank you again for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next one. Bye. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and be sure to click or tap the circular channel icon to subscribe if you haven't already. If you'd like to see another video, just click or tap the link on the right side of the screen. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter, so head over to either for updates between videos. As always, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.